guys, here we are again. Lovely Saturday, beautiful 80-degree day. We are joining local chef and entrepreneur, Frank Kwiatkowski. We're going to give him a nice little look for his upcoming events. Why don't you come on over, Frank? All right. So you're cracking beer.
Yeah.
That's your...
I gotta go to work soon, so.
It's perfect. Wait. Yes, and there's Daphne. Always ready to take a little, like, what do they call those? Photo ops.
She's in it. She's definitely in it.
Let's talk about your hair real quick first before we go.
Yeah, for sure.
Get to it. So...
There's a lot of it, which is
you
good.
got a lot. Yeah, you've got a lot of hair.
Yep.
That's a good thing, no? It's a good problem to have.
Right. That's how I feel about it.
So, do you have anything in mind? Like, do you
Nope.
have a vision? You're just kind of, you just want it
cleaned
up?
Yeah, I just don't want to look like a tool.
Tool.
And that's about it, really. I'm
No douchebags for you?
no douchebag. Yeah, basically. I don't want to look like I get up every morning and do that shit for like an hour and a half.
Right.
Yeah, I want
So pretty natural.
Yeah, I want to wake up and it just looks decent.
Mm-hmm. Well, so you're going to be on...
This is your world.
Yeah.
This is your world.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, and we got all this curl. I mean, it's pretty short right now, so there's not like a whole lot I could do to accentuate. Like, I mean, we can. We're gonna, I'll accentuate and give a little definition up here. But what I'm thinking is really just to kind of get rid of some of the bulk here.
Cool.
And take this up a little bit, kind of short, and
Sounds
then like
great.
kind of blend it into
this
your little
other thing I got going on.
Yeah.
For sure.
And like we could even clean up like the line right here just to make it nice and solid and neat, and it should be easy enough for you to follow. Like once like even before like whatever events you have coming up, you should be able to.
I can color in the lines.
Yeah, totally. I'll go in there with the trimmers and just kind of cut out a line for you.
Cool.
And then that's pretty much it.
Awesome. I haven't cut my hair since Florida, and when I was in Florida, I shaved it down to the skin, like a.
Oh yeah, how long ago?
So that was December, probably
say like 6 months.
Maybe like December 20th. So.
Oh no, not that long
like
ago.
4 months.
Yeah, your hair grows fast. Good.
Yeah, and then I just never did anything with it.
When your hair grows fast, that's a good sign because that means you're healthy.
Really?
Yeah.
There's
anytime, like it's really bizarre. Like I've had clients that actually have, will come in and I'll actually see like just the texture of their hair, everything is just something's up, and you find out later sometimes either they're sick or maybe not doing so healthy things, but the health of your body is definitely can be it's a story to be told in your hair.
That's crazy. I can't imagine being healthy. I have no idea how I am. I mean, I go to the gym, right? I just eat like dog shit.
Dog shit?
Just eat dog. Yeah, it's terrible.
Really, though? Even though you've got all these skills?
Well, yeah, but what do you want me to do when I'm at work every day?
Yeah,
and I'm
that's true.
making stuff. It's like
it's not like I come home and I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I'm at work for like 10 hours, like making like dirty ass food for a German microbrew. We're making sausages and nachos and like I'm tasting all that stuff. So
by the time you get home,
you're just eating. You're eating the menu all day long.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's not an excuse. I'm not making. I'm clearly aware of what I'm doing. I'm just not doing anything about it.
Right. Well.
Which is, that's why I exercise. Because I feel like that at least will maybe cancel out that beer cheese I slug down.
So what do you eat when you are just on your own? Like, and you're not.
Well,
whatever's fast, or just
like if I'm going out or if I'm cooking.
Whatever. Yeah, either.
So I try to cook for my girlfriend a lot just because she is super busy. So I want her to have food like when she goes to her practicum and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So typically I'll find something that I really want to work on. And lately it's been curries.
I love curry. Yeah.
I've basically just been trying to remake the curry from down the street,
Yeah.
So
Which, do you mind which place? Or?
yeah, it's called I think it's called the Khyber Pass or something. It's decent. Like it's decent. I'm just trying.
Where do you live again?
I live in Lakeview.
Oh, okay. So you live a little bit south of us.
Yeah, not far from you guys at all.
No. Yeah.
So
yeah, you're just kind of
Yeah, that's
curry. There's so many different kinds.
right.
It can get pretty tricky, right?
Yeah. So I'll like pick one of theirs, like the lamb korma, and I'll try to make that. So I started making that, and then actually that kind of turned into I was like, why don't we do a coconut curry nacho at this.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about your like nacho that I was like, oh my god.
It seems like wow, that is really 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 weird, and it is.
No, not at all.
But it actually works. Like beer cheese and curry, and
I
the
can
pickles.
totally see it. Yeah.
So I try to take things that I'm like interested, and then I make those like 1,000 times over, and then we eat that all week basically.
So you're like tired of coconut curry. You're gonna.
Yeah. And if I go out, I try to go out to places where I know people, so I can get free shit. You know. Or new restaurants that I've heard of that are of like it's like all right, like this restaurant I've heard is like pretty dope, so I'll try things like that. But
So how'd you get your start though? As cooking, like where did you like decide like it doesn't have to be like this big whole like you know.
No, well, like you, I was a musician, and like one day I woke up, I was like, well, I'm not gonna fucking be a rock star.
Right.
But I am an artist, so where can I, I kind of fell into cooking. I started doing it just for, it was for my dad's friend. They had a pizza booth at this place, and I was like just swindling pizzas all day. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Pretty fun.
Yeah, it was all right. And then, I was terrible. I got fired from every single job that I ever worked, really, because I was just a young, dumb kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then, like, I started, like, caring about food, and then I actually got rehired at all of those places.
Nice.
And then...
so you were pretty young then when you were...
Yeah, I was, like, 18, 19 years old, you know?
Yeah.
And then...
Super young, yeah.
Like I was in Indiana, so I'm from, like, northwest Indiana. And there ain't shit to do out there except for... I mean, there's not shit to do. You know what I mean? You're partying, and then you're, like, going to work at whatever shitty job you can manage to... Unless you're in construction or, you've made... I honestly, I have no idea what work is out there.
Right.
The work that I had, I was making $8 an hour,
Nice, yeah.
So, I came...
It's a struggle, yeah.
Yeah, it's just... and it's, like, a nice area. There's just not my kind of... It's not my lifestyle.
No, right. So you just kind of were like, screw this, I'm going to Chicago?
Yeah, basically I moved to Chicago. I went to culinary school, and...
Where'd you go?
I went to Kendall.
Where did you go? Kendall?
Yeah, it's right on Chicago and Halstead. It was good.
Yep.
It was all right.
Nice.
And then I kind of just worked in sports bars I got a lot of jobs where I was like I became executive chef of the Scout like when I was like 24 or something, and it was just kind of a big mistake. I should have kept cooking and like doing real badass shit.
Yeah.
But I ended up...
was it the money? Like you wanted to kind of...
Yeah, I mean, I was like, man, like, it was a great salary, and I was working with one of my friends from culinary school, and we were basically we were running like a $6 million restaurant together, so it was just like... I mean, it was
kind of
brutal,
a sweet deal, yeah.
But it was brutal, like, in its own way, like, you're working 70, 80, 90 hours a week.
Yeah, I was going to say, and you probably learned a ton about the industry, just in general, like how to run everything, Honestly. Because it's not just about the kitchen, it's not just about the front of the house, it's, you got to know
everything.
all that stuff.
And I feel like I was in way over my head. And I'm... Like, and that's one of the reasons why I'm at where I'm at now, because I don't like to be responsible for other people's stuff. Like, I'm not good at, like, managing a team of people.
Yeah.
I'm good at managing what I do,
Right.
That's what I like to do. Like, I can be responsible and hold myself to a certain standard, but I can't make people come to work.
And be on time and do all that stuff.
And do all that stuff.
And then, like, you're not a parent either. It's like, if you're late... I know, I always have that issue, too, myself.
Like, am I going to fire somebody every time they show up late? Yeah, so you have to pick up other people's slack, basically, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to fire people all the time, and it's just like, you're just in a constant rotation of getting people that don't have the passion for things that you do. And then you fall into a slump, right? And that sucks too.
You're kind of
exhausted.
like if you're surrounded by like negative energy all the time, it's eventually gonna seep into your pores, or it can, you know.
Right. It's exhausting dealing with people, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the main reason why I don't think I can be an executive chef of a restaurant.
Yeah.
And also,
or at least now, you don't know. Maybe.
I mean, of all the food, right? Of all the food that I can know about, I probably know 5% of all the things I should know. So I really have no business being in an executive chef position. The learning never ends. So
yeah. I was gonna say, you know what? That's cool that you know that, because that'll only make you a stronger. You know what I mean? In the end, you know what I mean? Because it's like with any of these industries, hair, cooking, music, any craft, where you're constantly getting better and better. There is no like roof. There's no
right.
It's always, because the industry is always changing too. So it's not, even if you max out, like, oh, I've mastered this and mastered that. The industry is a step ahead of you.
Yeah, you defeated yourself if you think
you're
that you're doing a good
screwed
job.
if you ever think that.
If you think you're doing a good job, you're defeated.
Yeah.
I mean, you should be confident in what you do, but on the inside, you should always be like, yeah, I could have done that way better.
Yep. And you know what? It's like, I feel like if you don't have that internal voice, you're probably not doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think successful people,
every time I do it, I have it. It just, I can, you know what I mean?
Right. People love your work, right? And you're just like, God, I could have done this. You have no idea how much better this could have been. But sometimes, at some point, you let them just let you like your stuff.
Well, of course, yeah.
But
yeah, and you only know what could be better because of your skill level. Do you know what I mean? Because you've worked at it.
You're involved.
It's almost like you're, like there's. I always think of it like there's certain things and techniques when I first started that. Yeah, I knew of them and heard of them and have done them and whatever, but like never really saw so much of the value in it until it's like your eye has to sharpen. It's
right.
You know what I mean? Like you almost like you see flaws that weren't there when you first started because your eyes, you're trained. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
the clarity. It's becoming, the lens is clearer, or I can't really explain it, but you know what I mean.
It's just the attention to detail.
Mm-hmm.
The massive attention to detail. Like you just become a perfectionist all the time.
Mm-hmm. And like also like when you think about like music, how many bands or whatever will be playing it, and I'll be listening to something and be like, oh, that's so flat, or
right.
I'll just it's almost like you stubbing your toe or something. It's like almost painful. You're like, I can feel it, but then at the end of the day, and I'm like, how the hell does this sell? Like, because I'm so aware of it or what's off about it, but it's like if you have a trained ear, yeah, you're going to hear all those. But most people are not, you know what I mean? Are not are not rolling with that sort of like fine tuning. You know what I mean? They're not hearing frequencies of sound and all that stuff. So it works for most people.
Yeah, I agree. Like I feel like all the arts have that certain thing where if you're in it, like you will notice every little detail.
Mm-hmm. And it gets worse as you go along.
I mean, and it should. Because everything is moving forward at a much faster pace these days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because especially because the world is just smaller. I mean, it's not, but you know what I mean, with the internet and everything, like half my followers on Instagram or whatever, Facebook, wherever it is, most of them aren't even from the United States. So it's like, I mean, I follow people that I can't even read what they're posting. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But I like what I see.
Yes.
That's why I like it. That's why I love Instagram so much, because you don't really have to be able to speak their language. You just see. You know what I mean? Visually, you see the pictures, you see what they're doing. and make a connection based on that. It's hard to post pictures, and clean them up nicely without like altering what what you did. And
yeah, for sure.
It was a big learning curve for me. Like, so I literally just
Did you
found people.
Did you start researching on your own?
I just the people that I really liked, what their work and everything, and I just started kind of stalking them. Just not stalking, but like
Watching
seeing
what
how
they're
they
doing.
post.
Yeah.
What do they do? How do they present it? What do they say? What words do they use? Even filters. What are they doing? Are they filtering this? Are they doing that? Or,
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I've met a lot of people through it, and people that I know
agree.
I could, resources.
Right.
If I've ever have a problem with a color, whatever formula, it's something. You know what I mean? I have there's all these people.
Most of your encounters are just building a network.
Yeah.
Which
There's
has
just people,
worth,
knowledge. Yeah.
It has worth.
Yes.
Meeting,
absolutely.
it's cool to have people that like your stuff.
Yeah.
It's just a little weird.
And stuff that I think, I'm like, oh, this is so great. This is gonna be great. And I'll put it up there.
It's
And
not.
then I'll post something totally just something simple or just something not that I anticipated. And I'm like,
getting crazy.
What?
Yeah, I'll work on something so long and be like, this is the greatest thing I've ever posted.
yeah, right on.
People still like it, but it's just amazing. You think certain things, but you really have no idea.
Yeah, you really don't.
You're constantly learning about your audience, your focus, what people really care about your work.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's kind of what's fun about Instagram. The same way that you start meeting a network of people, you're just like, oh, this is what happens now.
Okay.
People just start hitting you up for shit. You're like,
yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping.
That's kind of cool. Right.
I kind of find that pretty almost like doing a crossword puzzle. You know what I mean?
That's interesting.
I love that stuff. So, tell me what's going on? What are you working on?
So right now, I'm in the South Loop.
You're in a what?
I'm in the South Loop.
A South Loop.
Yeah. So, South Wabash. Right.
Good location.
It's an interesting location.
Yeah.
It's industrial, kind of where we're at. And the microbrew has been open for a year. It's called Baderbrow. And it's just time to open up a kitchen.
Yeah.
So we basically...
So it was just a bar then before?
Yeah, they just had a tap room, and the facility is huge. So they're also producing their distribution beer and canning line and all that stuff there as well.
Uh-huh.
And then there's an art gallery and
that's
tap
kind of
room.
cool.
Yeah, the kitchen is a week old now. Yeah, so the 25th is the grand opening, and we're kind of just hanging out, working out kinks in the meantime, making sure everything's tight, so when we do grand open, we are ready to go. The way that cooks are brought up in the kitchen, though, is if you aren't willing to sacrifice everything, then it's basically crimes. It's just crimes against
They
humanity.
weed you out right away?
I mean, it's not that. It's just that you're made to feel like if you don't give up everything for this, you're not
doing it.
You're not a real chef.
Yeah, I can totally see that.
And that's kind of I don't really tell people that. My girlfriend loves to tell people that she's dating a chef.
She's what?
Dating a chef.
Oh.
Or will introduce me as well, this is what I do, and it is what it is. People ask you ridiculous questions, or they'll immediately assume that you're judging their food or anything based on what you do, and I don't. I'm not a food snob.
You probably have enough stuff swimming around in your own head.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn. I'm not trying to walk around judging people's food.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's those moments where you're like, man, that person right there is just fucking this.
No idea. Yeah.
No clue.
Yeah.
And that's your little 5-second peace of mind that you know you're on the right track.
Yeah. I'm not always so paying attention to what other people are doing, when I'm doing hair in a salon,
Right.
But yes, I definitely.
I think it happens most when people talk a huge game, and you're like, yeah, I'm so excited to see this.
And then you're like,
and then you watch them, and you're like, holy shit, this is your huge game? Dude, I do this in my sleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've gotten pretty good at turning most people off.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's the same thing in this industry too. I mean, I had this one client, and it was for an event. It was last Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
and the whole time, I mean, he had hired me like 2 or 3 months prior,
Mm-hmm.
and this is exactly opposite of actually what you're going with. He was just really worried about like price and this and that, and I was just like, man, like, what is this? God, this event is going to be awful, you know?
Right.
And like, I was just like not looking forward to it, and you know, I get there, and dude was so cool, so cool. Like this whole time, I'm like, man, this guy's gonna just suck.
He's gonna be.
He's gonna be such a pain in my fucking ass, you know. And I got there, and he was actually like the nicest, coolest, like loved everything that I did. You know, introduced me to other people, gave my number out.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
I've definitely done that too, where like I think I make an assumption about a person.
yeah, you make judgments about people, and then like it turns out like they're actually
Yeah,
not like
totally
that.
not at all what you expected.
Right.
I love that. And that's why, like, I feel like this kind of, you know, it doesn't have to be hair, but this sort of industry, it's just like the greatest job ever. It's like, I know so many cool people doing cool stuff.
Yeah.
Not because I'm cool.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? Just because I've cut a lot of hair and met a lot of people. And, you know, I talk to my clients. So I just find people, just all this different stuff, and it just blows my mind. And, you know, I can't think of any other job that would be as gratifying.
And I mean, I think it's like artistry in general, like
Yeah.
musicians and cooks and hairdressers, anybody that's like creating or like doing something creative they have something to share.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like people that direct commercials, right?
Yeah.
Like those people, like I can relate to them on a creative level. We can talk about stuff for hours about.
Mm-hmm.
It may not even be the same subject. And I think like that creative aspect is really just awesome. Yeah, I always tell people I have the worst taste in music. Everybody, I've never met a person that doesn't agree. So it is what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
But I also have like, there's not a lot of genres of music that I don't also like. So
Yeah, so you're pretty
yeah,
wide
I
open
mean, like,
then. It's not
if-
like you're.
Like if someone was like, "You want to go to Lollapalooza?" I'd be like, "Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
let's go to Lollapalooza."
Right. As I say, for me, it's all about environment. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna, it's not my thing, but like, if I'm in the right, and the vibe is right, for sure.
exactly. If I'm on Lakeshore Drive at like 11
Yeah.
o'clock at night, right, and no one else is on the road,
You're just
like
like, yep,
I'll listen to like Phil Collins,
yep.
right? But if I'm fighting somebody or like sparring or doing a boxing thing or something like that, I want to listen to like electronic music.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm at the gym, I'll listen to like gangster rap because it makes me feel cool at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
Yeah.
it just kind of depends. And last night was one of my favorite Chicago bands that I've been listening to for 12, 15 years. So
Yeah.
Dead to Fall and Blood and Blood Out. Blood and Blood Out's from Northwest Indiana though. But then like last year I bought tickets to go see Cage the Elephant. Like they're awesome, and they remind me of Rolling Stones a lot in concert.
Yeah.
They were great. So yeah, I guess I listen to a lot of stuff. It's just right now it's been metal or rap.
Yeah. It's just kind of like what you're going
Yeah, but when I played music, I was in a metal band. That was all I ever did.
through. Metal.
Yeah, metal. So a lot of the bands that were there last night, like
What do you play?
I play guitar. Or I used to play guitar. Yeah,
You don't play anymore?
No. I feel like if I'm not gonna like dedicate myself to it,
Thank you.
there's just
Say
no
it
there's just no
again.
reason
Yep.
to do it.
I know people. I hate that question actually.
You don't play
felt bad
anymore?
asking you that question because I know the same. I have pretty much the exact same feeling. So I spent my
It's bittersweet thing, you know.
yeah most of my life playing the violin, but like it's just like there's no point. I would drive myself crazy if I just half-assed it. And
Yeah,
they're all or nothing
exactly.
for me.
I can the
There
goddamn
is
thing
no
up. Yeah, I'm just not
pick it up
picking
here
the
and there.
right.
Nope.
I don't think most people understand that because they're either not musicians or they are musicians, you know. So they're doing it all the time.
No, or
You know.
or you get the rare breed. Like for example, the music we're listening to, I don't even understand. He could go. I could see him like not play the guitar for a really long time. And I just pick it up, like,
Really?
I don't even understand where that comes from. You know what I mean? Like, and he's not the only person I've ever met like that.
Right.
I've known many musicians, especially jazz, and the ones that were more self-taught. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, he doesn't play bass, but like they couldn't get a bass player for one of his projects, so he was like, "All right, I'll be the bass player." So he was like the frontman, lead singer, and bass player. And I'm like, "But you don't play bass." No, I do. You know what I mean? Like, he figured it out. You know?
Exactly.
I come from such a trained, traditional it's classical,
I think violin is a much more disciplined instrument than...
Yeah, guitars there's a little more leeway, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, guitarists are a dime a dozen, everybody fucking can play guitar, so...
Yeah.
Violin
but to do
is
it
a real
really well,
instrument.
though, is definitely kind of the same concept. Well, I mean, it depends what you're trying to do with it, but...
Right. If you want to be like Kurt Cobain and just write
like even
shitty grunge.
Yeah, shitty
you don't
grunge.
have to practice your guitar.
The guitarist on this album actually is like classically trained as a child. You know what I mean, as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But like that's how he is. I mean, he plays every day, and you can hear it. You know what I mean? Everything is just so like clean and you know what I mean?
Right.
It's just you can tell the difference and. Trust me, I mean, he's so great when he picks it up, but like, the discipline, you can hear it only because I'm trained, but it's a different thing. That's not his goal. He's not trying to be a guitarist. It's his voice, really. You know what I mean? That's more of his focus than...
Yeah, I mean, God bless people that can be musicians,
Like your hair goes on forever.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
It's a good thing.
It's an awesome thing, yeah.
My skills are like really... Like, I can make a really, really nice dish, right? Mm-hmm. That would, like, probably crush some other people's dishes. But they could make that same dish, maybe not as good, but half the time. Because of their knife skills,
See, that's where we're, like, totally on the same, like kind of thing. I'm the same way with hair. Like, well, I'm getting better, but do you think it takes you longer because of your knife skills, or do you think it takes you longer because you actually take all the steps, though?
Both. I mean, I take a lot of care in the things that matter. If it takes me 15 minutes extra to get through the knife work, why would I give a shit?
Right.
I don't really care. I'm not gonna like bust my ass working on knife work. Just for what reason, Why do I have to be sick?
You're gonna get better eventually.
Yeah. Why do I have to be sick at knife?
It's not a race.
Yeah. I'm not working in kitchens like that anymore. I have no reason to do that shit.
Yeah.
But the things that matter, those are the things that I pay attention to the most.
Me too.
So.
Alright. Because you have like a kind of a wider curl pattern, you probably have ringlets if you let it go.
Probably have what?
Ringlets.
Oh,
When you were a baby or something, did you have them?
I had long hair like 2 years ago.
Oh, did you?
No, last year. I just cut it last year, actually. It was like down to my shoulders.
Oh, why'd you cut it?
I think I was meeting my girlfriend's parents. And it was ridiculous. I mean, it was ridiculous. My avatar on Instagram is actually...
Oh, yeah.
That's my real hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering what that was
That's
from.
a real thing. It's just green.
Yeah,
but otherwise, that's what I would...
That was when it was on.
Yeah.
Nice. Nope. Here, you want to grab it?
No, that's great. It looks good. It looks
sure?
good. Yeah, you're good to go.
Okay.
I
Because
honestly
you need
don't even
something
know.
for definition, because, your hair is just going to be fluffy if you don't put a lot of moisture in it. You know what I mean? On top of that, you might even need a little extra, like, pomade or something just to, especially if you're going to be on camera.
Okay.
I know.
Do me a
Sounds like
favor.
a lot.
So you have the conditioner sample.
Yes, I got the conditioner. I have the forming cream. And I might have the pomade. I might actually. I'll even do you better. You can take my Zeta.
Don't give me anything that costs money.
Mm-mm. No.
Don't give me anything that costs you money.
Mm-mm.
And then text me the process.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I can
I
look
will.
back and be like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
No, the hair looks great. It looks awesome.
All right. So here we are, nice and trim. Frank will be. I'll probably see you again on your grand opening, right?
Correct. Beta Brow.
Beta Brow.
On the 25th of April.
Yep, and probably do a little cleanup again then too. But Yeah, so it was great having you. Tell me about all your cool stuff going on. I can't wait to taste your food. You're on Facebook, Twitter. No, not Twitter yet, right?
I'm on there, but I'm not doing shit on it.
Instagram.
Instagram. I don't even do shit on Facebook. Just Instagram. I'm trying to become Insta famous, so put all my efforts into that. Actually.
What's your handle?
At GMarketChef. Nice. That is my handle.
And you could always follow us at Splitting Hairs or www.splittinghairs.com, and of course Instagram, iTunes, all that good stuff.
No bark, Daphne.